Lily says, do you think living in such a strong market as LA and New York and the quantity of managers agents overrides their quality?
Yes and no, because I know in LA there's a lot of agents who are like, because it's such a big pool of people, there's a lot. There's a lot to choose from. There's a lot of different levels of agents, a lot of different levels of managers. It's really based on, again, doing your research and figuring out if that agency or that manager is going to be right for you. I don't think it really affects it too much, though.
I mean, I'm not in a big market to really comment on that.
Most people I know have stuck with their agents and managers for at least a year or more before they decide to switch.
Yeah,
So
we're like, oh, it's been 3 months. I haven't booked anything. It's like, really?
it's like that's not enough time for anything. First of all, calm down.
Move to LA and not get discovered until like 8 or 10, 20 years. So
Yeah, LA is definitely a 7 to 10 year city. You have to give yourself that long of a time to really think, to really know if you are going to make it. A lot of people drop out around the like after 1 year. 1 year is like a divide and nice milestone for most people because some people try it a year and then they just peace out. The next milestone is then 3 years. If you make it 3 years, then people are like, all right, you got the drive, like you're here to stay. But then the next one is like 7. If you get to 7, then you're like, no, we're in it.
you're committed.
Yeah, you are hardcore committed.
I want to know how long you have been acting. How did
Gosh.
you started acting?
Oh, when did I started acting when I was like 4. I played an angel in a play, and I love this telling the story because I think it's hilarious. But the adult that was there was a group of us little toddlers essentially. And we're all playing angels in this play, and we're supposed to come out and sing "Hark the Herald Angels Sing," and the adult that was supposed to lead us missed our cue, and I started yelling at her. I was like, "We gotta go! We gotta go! We gotta go!" And everyone else is like, what? And I just went out there and I like stood. I remember it so clearly in my mind,
Little
but I just like,
Parker directing the show.
yeah, I was like, it's time. We gotta go. And she was just like, okay, all right, okay. And then eventually she got us out there and we were late and I like rushed up to where I was supposed to stand on the stage and just started like belting my face off. Little toddler Parker. But I did, yeah, after that, it was mostly, I did a lot of theater. So theater is my main background, for those of you that don't know, musical theater, to be more specific. And, and yeah, I did it more hardcore once I got to high school. Then I went to college. I continued doing musical theater in college, got a degree from Otterbein University, and then I just continued performing and acting and dancing in as many shows as I possibly could. And then decided to move to LA and started to get more into film. So I haven't done stage since I moved to LA, which is sad. I miss it. I miss it.
Everyone misses it right now.
I know. I'm very much a universe provides kind of a person. And especially my mentality with my career, it's like, no, I know things will work out. I just need to keep pursuing what I initially want. And then things will just start coming to me. Things will start populating forward. As long as I keep putting good things out there, good things will start coming back. So I have that mentality for everything that I do.
I would say
But
once you have your credits, you feel confident enough in yourself to go up against other people. It is a competition. You're trying to book the same role, you know. Your training, always keep active in your classes, your training. If you don't feel like you're a great actor, it's not time. You need more practice.
mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I 100% agree with that because you're going against people who have been doing this for years. All of their sites are like all of their Actors Access, casting networks, Backstage, Casting Frontier, all of their profiles are top notch. So you need to make sure that your materials and what you are presenting is also close to that.
And everyone could try to like play as like a certain role or type, but there's only one you. You can bring that one characteristic or skill to that role that no one else can play. So I want to add to this one that it all comes down to branding. You need to know what kind of roles you can play.
I did basically, I surveyed people and I was like, what types do you think I can do? And then I started marketing myself for those types. And also you can like just look at maybe your favorite genre of TV show or something and like, can you fit those roles? Can you do exactly what they're doing on screen right now? And if you can, put that down as one of your types.
And obviously age has a thing to do with it because I look so young, so I can't play like a, I don't, unless like I played a young mom, but I don't see
Oh yeah.
myself like the teenager.
Like I am the age of a young mom, but I will only be cast in like 20s age area, like early to mid 20s.
How
I
tall
will
are you?
never, huh?
How tall are you?
How tall am I? I'm 5'4".
Okay. See, I'm 5, so I already have like the,
Oh,
and I'm little, so it's like
yeah.
I look like the kid.
You are playing kids. I play, it's like high school senior up to college is like my range right now. Unless you physically age me or do lighting differently, like I'm never going to look my actual age.
Okay, which none of us do. That's why we have like a 10-year age.
Yeah.
Juliana says, can you, should you, do you recommend having both a manager and an agent? I've heard mixed things on this topic.
Again, everyone's kind of different.
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends on your personal preference. If you feel that you want and need both, then go for both. Like I'm going for both right now just because I want a full team. I'm like, I want that agent to be constantly working for me finding gigs when I'm not able to. And then I want my manager to help me make sure that my stuff is right.
Yeah. But if you do have one or the other, you need to tell them if you picked up a agent or manager.
Yeah, my manager, like his percentage right now was certain. I think he does 15% right now. And then once I get an agent, his percentage drops down to 10 so that the agent gets he's not taking too much essentially.
Luana just posted a good thing. She said, start with either an agent or a manager first. Once you are really established as an actor, you can have both. I totally agree with that. All right. Can you guys go over finding virtual and Zoom auditions? I've been out of the game for like 5 years and I want to find the best way to start. So I use Actors Access and I've had some auditions through there and I just submit my self tapes. I find a lot off of Facebook by friends that I know and mutual friends, and they will send me sites and be like, hey, audition for this. And we'll do like a Zoom that way. But manager wise, that's you, Parker.
Yeah, most of my auditions and everything comes from my actors profile. So Actors Access, Casting Networks, and Casting Frontier are the three that I'm on. And that's the three that my manager actually requires I be on as well. And I've gotten auditions on all three of them, and they're all different. Usually it's a self-tape first, and then they do the callbacks afterwards. Sometimes it's like just a callback. So it really just depends what it is. But finding those, you need to either be part of groups where there's postings and people are having holding auditions, or you need to be on those casting sites with your profile up to date and everything and be submitting to stuff.
Notice she said up to date.
Up to date. If it's not up to date,
keep all of those up to date.
Including your photos. Like my headshots I got done just over a year ago, and I'm going to have to get new headshots probably in the next 6 months or so. I'm going to have to get new headshots. So keep that in mind, Joe.
I know my hair's already growing, so I definitely need it because the last time I had it, it was like
yeah, it's so long. Like all my photos, like my hair's up to here, and now I have all this extra length. So I've just been adding photos of like a recent like selfie essentially of myself, and just updating that because I'm like, I can't keep buying $600 headshots.
You know what? I use my own white wall. I have
There you go.
lights. I do my own.
Yeah, I won't say anything. If you're getting booked, screw it. Do your own.
Especially if you don't have an agent. I mean, you're gonna have to get professional headshots done. You do you. You know your finances. So what if you are a jeans and flannel type girl? Can you walk into the agency like that as long as you're neat, ignored, and presentable? Ironed, not ignored. Sorry. Are those the kind of roles you were expecting to play, like kind of laid back farmer girl, or?
Honestly, I would not show up to an agency meeting in jeans and a flannel. It's very disrespectful to them because they're taking part of their day to meet with someone they don't know. And even if that is your everyday style, you should not present yourself like that for a professional meeting. I'm just going to be very blunt, honest with you. If someone walked into a meeting with me in that, mm-mm, mm-mm.
I'm like, did you just get off of work?
Yeah, I would like, did you like, I understand maybe that's your style, maybe have photos, headshots in those, full body shots in that, so that people can be like, oh, that's her, that's one of the looks she's going for. But definitely jeans are, mm-mm,
No,
no,
no. What if you battle with acne and want to wear makeup for your headshots?
go
You
for
wear
it.
makeup is go to.
Just don't go over the top with your makeup. Don't be like crazy full face and like this
Like
high
with
eyebrows or something. Like,
blue and purple.
yeah, you want to look as natural as possible, but definitely make yourself look as nice as you want. Just don't go over the top.